Alright, so this is a Champion 2000 watt inverter. It's 2000 watts starting, 17,000 watts running. Just picked it up from a local store for $3.99, which is actually a really good deal. So haven't started it yet. This is going to be the first run. That's the hour meter that I had just installed. That doesn't normally come with it. So it's probably going to take a couple pulls because I just put gas in it. It's with the economy mode on. It's not very loud, just kind of nice. We'll let it run for a little bit and then I'll actually start putting some loads on it. And I was actually wrong. That's not the economy mode on. It's off right now, so that's full throttle. That's the economy mode on. Alright, it's been running for a couple minutes. I'm going to go ahead and plug in a fridge and see how it handles it with it in economy mode. So you see there's no current draw on it. It is putting out 60 hertz, which is exactly where it needs to be. So everything's looking good so far. We'll let it run on this for a little while and then I'll plug in a heat gun. Alright, now we're going to plug in a heat gun. Got the fridge moved over here, so we're still drawing about 200 watts. This heat gun should do roughly around 500 or 600 on low. Still putting out a good 60 hertz. And the voltage is looking good. So right now, the inverter's doing about 750 watts. And we're going to go switch it to high. So we're running around 1400 watts total. And it actually overloaded it. Alright, well that was actually putting it in overload on high. So it could just be something that the fridge is currently running or something like that. Alright, turns out the overload that was just happening was my fault. It was doing what it was supposed to do. This heat gun is rated at 10 amps. The fridge inside is running at 7 amps at full capacity. And this is only rated for 14. So we're probably drawing 17 amps and it was starting to overload it. So that's not the fault of the inverter. So far this thing seems to be doing well. It's I've mainly bought it for my shed / workshop and running the AC in it. And that way I can pull the four-wheeler or the mower in there and work on it when it's hot out and not be miserable. It's also nice to have it as a backup for when the power goes out. And this kind of goes along with our other generator that we have, which is a 9,000 starting, 7,000 running Champion dual fuel generator, which will run on gas or propane. That burns about a gallon of propane every hour at quarter load, and it also does a 1.3 hours per gallon of gasoline at quarter load. And this is supposed to go 9.5 hours on a quarter load. So even if it's on full load, it's still a little bit better than what my other generator will do. But that's mainly to run our well pump and bigger appliances like that. So we'll see how it holds up. Just gonna let it run out of fuel. Now, I only run ethanol-free gas through any of my stuff. Like it's with small engines, it's better for it. That ethanol just usually clogs up the carburetors. And ever since I've been running those, running it in all the little stuff, I haven't had any issues.